Alright, I guess we'll wait and see who all shows up to this. I might be my only viewer. Oh no. It's been a minute since I've done any of this crap. Like a hot minute since I've done any of this crap. Just let me share myself out a little bit. There's 7 people watching. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. I've shaved it all off. I got tired of having that shit on my face for a bit. Not even going front. I hadn't took and shaved. This is the first time I've shaved over a year at this point. Hell, and the only reason why I didn't shave sooner is because my grandson, I've seen him for the first time, and it's like, bruh, can't be can't be shaving it off. So he, I see him, he'd be like, what the hell's going on? Who's this man? How's everybody doing? El Doof, how goes it, sir? Steve, Steve Maiton, and how's everything going, man? I just signed into this shit. Why is it making me sign in again? Hopefully everybody's it is, but it's more than that, man. I've had a beard for the better part of like 12, 13 years now, and I'm just tired of having one for a bit. Like not even going front. I'm just tired of having one for right now. And it's as simple as that. I just oh, tired of taking and getting shit stuck in the upper part and the lower part down here. It's nice to feel the air on my face, Make sure I'm signed into the chat as well, so that way I can make sure I get everything. I don't know about looking sharp. I'm at 1080p, and that's ugly enough. If I'd have put this in 4K, that'd have been a horror show right there. So, Matt, what's up, homie? So Matt Modify, he's just getting started in the reactions. He actually come from beer review side of things as well. Um, y'all check him out if you get a chance. He's got some pretty good videos over there. So, and if you like beer, he's got a full thing of beer review videos. Whereas mine, I deleted basically all my shit. So I'm yeah, I'm gonna start doing this. I think once a week, just taking a start. I'm gonna start streaming to y'all once a week. I'm gonna start streaming to my Patreon, like in general, once a week. To the top tier of my Patreon for once a week, and I think we just shoot the shit, and if maybe there's some, I don't know about taking and reacting to stuff on a stream. Like I've done that before, and for whatever reason, every time it gets hit. So like unless it's like compilation stuff or something like that, as long as it's not from like Juke and Media, maybe we'll take a look at that kind of stuff. But yeah, for the most part, just once a week, shoot the shit, see how everybody's doing. Um, so I figured that. I, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Like y'all probably gonna. I say once a week. We might take and wind up doing twice a week. I'm probably gonna take and draw down from like 4 videos to like 2 videos a week. I've got to. I've not been in a good mindset for a long time. As far as I think I've done this for so long that I need to. I've got to pump the brakes a little bit. Like I don't want to. Like I've got my community, so I love y'all and I want to spend time with y'all. And just putting out videos doesn't quite cut it. There's so much stuff that I want to do outside of just these types of reactions, and I'm like, but I can't take and just fucking fuck off from the channel basically. And I'm like, I've got to have a way where I can keep in touch with my community. I'm like, fuck it, I'll take and do stuff like the plank and fucking bottom live. Like we've got three, and I think four. I think there's four of them total, if I'm not mistaken. So take and do like 3 and 4, and then I'll take and find larger reaction type stuff for that. We'll take and shoot the shit once or twice a week doing streams. Maybe we'll play GeoGuessr at some point in time, which I'll be fucking awful at. Just not even going front. I know that. So you know, but I've got some other stuff I want to build for the first time in a while. I've hit 122,000 subs on this, and I made an attempt at an anime reaction channel in the past, and I'm finally putting forth some effort into that. And I've got some stuff I'm gonna be record. I say recording. I got some stuff I'm already scripting, but I'm gonna be recording it probably in the next 3 or 4 weeks for a short film. So like I got other stuff outside of just maintaining this channel I want to take and do, and that's what I'm gonna take and start doing for at least a couple months. That way, whatever build up I have from this, taking and doing it for 6 years, and just that sense of like, fuck, I need to take and have an outlet for other shit. That's what I'm gonna take and concentrate on for a while. Now, granted, again, we're still gonna take and do this like communal gaming. Blake, Mr. Blake TV. What do you mean by communal gaming? Like I've considered taking and running, doing like I've considered doing like D&D campaigns, and even like once me and Laz can, and that's one of the things I still got to do. Me and Laz got to take and do the second part of, and that's all on me at this point. The second part of the Warhammer 40K. Like once I get the basics of that, I've thought about taking and doing like live streams on here where for a couple hours, me and somebody else taking, or even if I can get a couple people, take and get like two other people, and and just taking shoot the shit and stuff like that with the people that are playing the game or whatever, and just take and do like Warhammer, or take and do I guess Among Us maybe, or what's it, Fall Guys or something like that maybe, um, but not suitable for human eyes. Yeah, it's the. I'm gonna be honest with you, Rory. It's gonna be the metaphorical beard for a hot minute. I'm not even bullshitting. Like I've had a beard for the better part of 12, 13 years almost consistently. Like I'd shave it off just so I could grow it back because I wanted to feel the air for like a day or two, and then within 3 days time, it's all grown out. This is the first time I shaved like 3 days ago, and this is the first time in years that I took in like 2 days, day and a half later, I shaved again. Like it's first time in forever. So, but as far as like communal gaming, like I'm down for stuff like that. You know, folks want to hop in. Maybe we taking I don't know people play like Arc Raiders or but like I said, they can do something like D&D campaign in this mug. So well, see the only problem I have with like stuff like it's one thing if you take and do communal gaming and it's live. That way, people can you can shoot the shit with the chat and stuff like that. The people that you're playing with can shoot the shit with the chat, everything like that. It's another thing to take and do the communal gaming and then post a video of it. I mean, I could always make it a weekly feature. I mean, that's something I could fucking do. Yoda, Yoda, what's up, homie? We got to take and get together and play something. Which I say that you play all them damn shooter games, and I'm not I'm not so keen on COD right now. So, what the finals is a popular game. The creators of the finals, their newest game, Arc Raiders, is even more popular than that. And I've got Arc Raiders, and I haven't played that in a hot minute. So, Lad, you're not being the DM. That's fine. I mean, we could make like I said, I might take and do this streaming thing twice. My own only concern outside of like making sure I get at least 2 videos up, as far as the main channel is concerned, is at least one stream where we kind of shoot the shit. Like we could do like a weekly stream, either doing some kind of gaming, or I could take and put out a gaming type video, then a communal gaming, or Eclectic Beard Communal Gaming video or something like that. But I'd be down for like if somebody wants. To, I don't particularly want to DM either. Like I'm not a very good DM, but I'd be down for like something like Dungeons and Dragons or Rifts or Vampire the Masquerade or Exalted or fucking Cyberpunk or something like that. I've seen there's somebody's posted screenshots in my Discord server of the aisle, and it looks pretty interesting. No, I didn't find any lost bits of chocolate in the beard. No, I tried to. I always try to keep the beard pretty well cleaned up. Like it's it was big, but I tried to make sure it was clean. I just got. I'm not even gonna lie. I just got tired of. I got tired of every time I eat having to make sure shit wasn't in it and constantly having about every week and a half taking trim around my mouth so that way shit didn't like I could eat stuff that's or drink something and didn't have it dribbling down my chin. So, oh, that was you. Okay, all right, that's cool. I need to. I'd have to buy Hell Divers too. Like whenever, and I've got to see it as far as like I might be making a trip to Georgia to see my uncle with the uh, with the money I get this month because so in about 9 days I might be making a trip to Georgia because my uncle had a heart attack day before yesterday, and the place where he's at actually my one of my middle daughters was born in this town, and the same thing. She had a heart defect. They had to take and send her to Atlanta, which is like 2.5 3 hour ride. They had to actually send him up to Atlanta to Emory Hospital because his heart was damaged bad enough, I guess, from the heart attack that they had to take and they couldn't put stents in. So look 10 years younger. I wish it made me feel 10 years younger. I woke up yesterday and I don't know if I slept wrong or what, but my shoulders, my hips, my back, my knee, they all fucking hurt. They all hurt like hell yesterday, and I was like, man, great googly moogly, this sucks. So I might look younger, but I wish it'd make me feel younger. It's your dad. Yo, I've still got the gray hair, so it's only this that looks younger. Much appreciated, Matt. Hopefully you have a good one, man. If y'all don't know who that is, go check him out. He's just started doing reactions. He's got some pretty good videos. Um, he got a pretty chill vibe too, which is really cool to see. So, um, I haven't seen him get quite as animated as I can get, but he's not like watching drywall, or watching paint dry or anything like that. So, like he's a nice, cool vibe that he's got on his channel. Um, yes, getting ready to go fish, dude. I've got to take and renew the fishing license. I want to take and do more fishing this year than I have than even than I've been able to do the last couple years. Um, the beer review, I'm gonna be honest with you, cuz like I appreciate the fact you come from the beer review community too, but like I've got friends within the beer community that I don't watch their reviews. I love them to death, and it doesn't really interest me anymore. How's everybody? What's everybody been up to? How's everybody been? Like we've had a weird couple weeks here. We dealt with threats of an ice storm, and then we took and had 3 inches of snow, which I've got video I want to take and upload on that. Um, Kind of show y'all, and in the south just kind of shuts down. But um, um, everybody in the house everybody but me, thankfully, has been sick. Like it's not thankful that they've been sick, but I haven't been sick. I'm thankful I hadn't got sick so far. Knock on wood. Like I haven't gotten sick, but everybody in the house has gotten sick. Like it's been a weird couple weeks here. Um, How's everybody doing? What's everybody up to today? Other than watching my goofy ass, because Lord knows that takes a strong constitution to put up with my jabbering ass. I know that for a fact. A, a camp fit. Wait, is it a fishing camp or are you going camping and fishing? Yelled at the. I've got to take and be there in no later than October. Like that. That's the latest I want to be to take and get there. My buddy is actually getting married. I fully intend on making his wedding. Um, like I'm gonna be trying to sprint to get everything I need to so I can get over there for that. I got some stuff I need to take and possibly sort out before that happens, but um, like the fact that well, more than just the passport, like any money I want to take and put back, like I'm gonna take I've got to go check on my I want to go check on my uncle and the rest of my family that's down in Georgia this month. Next month, more than likely, I'll be making a trip to Alabama because I'm be recording. I say recording. I'll be taking in finishing a web series. Me and my stepbrother, or not my stepbrother, my actual brother. Me and my brother were filming before he took and moved to Alabama, and probably a short film associated with that web series. Um, and then I've got to take in. I've got family I haven't seen in years, so I'm gonna be doing quite a bit of stuff behind the scenes, um, like outside of just whatever happens on this channel. I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of stuff behind the scenes, taking and seeing folks that need to be seen, but also trying to take and get some money up to take care of some stuff. So make sure I've got the money so I can get passport. I can get the fuck over there and everything like that. Like I've got this is probably gonna be one of the busiest years I've had in probably 5 6 years. Um, been raining over. Elaine, cheers to you. Raining over in Yorkshire. I somebody the I somebody said it's been raining over there for like 40 days. I asked if they've built an ark yet. If it's I can't imagine it raining for 40 days straight. I'd be a little bit pissed off at that point. Like not even going front. I'd be a little bit upset. I'd be like this bullshit. This got to stop. Which I don't know if the so I've been I don't know if I'm gonna have anything. Like I'll probably take and upload one of the Netherlands videos, or maybe one of the videos on France that I've got that I've took off the channel that I actually I deleted everything off of it and repurposing for the for original content. Um, I might put a video or two up from that, or might take and cut something out of the all the I've got like 3 hours worth of shit that I've taken and recorded from like TikTok. Um, like I got one on y'all's grocery stores, and well, people are so hyperbolic when they take a look at stuff. Y'all side and my side. Oh my god, I can get fresh chicken. I'm like, bro, you can go to meat markets here, and you can go to places outside of Walmart to take and actually get fresh fucking chicken. Like I don't. It, either you grew up, you fell off the turnip truck yesterday, or you're just fucking stupid. Well, that's the only two things I know of that make you act like that. So, like I've got a video on that. I've got a video on Americans seeing actual Europe American car or European cars for like the first time, which is actually pretty cool. Y'all like the brands that y'all have over there, like Vauxhall and stuff like that. Um, it's funny. How do you pronounce this? And I'm like, it's Peugeot or it's Alfa Romeo or I'm like, it's Renault. Like, how you not, bruh, bruh, bruh. So, has Scotland ever seen this? So, Beaky, you've gotten lucky. It sounds like 4 miles from Yorkshire border, and only had patches of rain, light rain there. So, let's see. Damn, it's already been 20. I've already been doing this shit for 25 minutes. I feel like I took and started this thing 5 minutes ago. Great God, like I said, I start to get to gabbing, and time just kind of flies. Cheers to you. Welcome in. There being yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing for me too. Like, I don't know if y'all have noticed the shift of like in some of my in the reactions I do. Like, I've tried not to be so fucking dramatic or hyperbolic with shit anymore. Like, I watch people taking and reacting to stuff from America, and I react to I watch stuff of Americans react to stuff over in England and Europe and stuff like that. And the sheer shock of stuff that they portray, and I'm like, bro, Google fucking exists, and like a lot of there's some of the stuff that I know you've seen in fucking pictures, like you've got a social media account, right? Like some of this, like there's some of the stuff we learn in history, we learn it in fucking in world cultures and world history. Like, come on now, goddamn, like stop with the fucking hyperbole. Like it's not that I don't. So I've tried taking a more measured approach to shit. Unless something makes me go off on a rant, I've tried taking a more measured approach with stuff here recently. I don't feel like doing that whole bullshit song and dance like that no more. I have not watched the Winter Olympics, but I seen Lindsey Vaughn took and broke her like has a compact what is that a compound fracture of her tibia. Bro, she's like 40. Yeah, Elaine, I'm gonna be looking at more Alan Partridge in the future. Probably try to take and find a compilation to take and do of his at some point in time. Um, but yeah, I seen that El Doof. It sucks because looks like she was killing it. At least like she killed it to take and make the team and everything like that. And then she goes out there to compete, and that's probably that's more than likely the end of her, probably skiing career. Because hell, she come out of retirement to take and actually make the Olympics, and now this has happened. So it sucks to see. I'll be honest with you. There's not a single event within these Olympics that I give two cares about watching. There's no there's no football. There's hockey, but I don't really watch hockey. You know, whatever. I think hockey's in the Winter Olympics, right? Yeah, but ice skating, I just skiing. Woohoo! Rich people activities. At least over here, it's rich people activity. I got no cares to take and see that shit. Not even gonna lie. If they had basketball or football or something, hell, even track and stuff like that, I don't mind watching. I think everybody's run at some point in time in their life. Like I can at least, might be something behind you chasing you, but I can at least relate to running. I can't relate to snowboarding and all that. I've went ice skating and busting my ass every time. So let's see. Several years ago, during a long started cut hair shorter and shorter, often bald. Said it looked like a criminal. That's that's somehow I don't believe that you probably look like a criminal. Being bald doesn't make someone look like a criminal. A Volkswagen, a Veway, okay, Volkswagen ID7. Those are pretty decent little vehicles, if I'm not mistaken, aren't they? Like they'll take and run almost forever. Which I mean, BMW makes a half decent, or Volkswagen makes a half decent ride most of the time. Chinese EV the past 5 years, solid cars. That's one of the things that they're trying to take and keep out of the U.S. is the Chinese EV. If they bring the Chinese EVs over here, or like that would kill the American EV market. We've got Tesla and we've got like Chevy Bolt and Toyota Prius. Those those Chinese EVs, like if they get them to where they take and meet American standards, or they lift whatever restriction from them taking and actually competing over here, our EV market be all but dead at that point. It's not, but just taking a looking at the specs of some of the, not only the price of some of them. Yeah, it's only got a 55-mile-an-hour top speed, but if you take and live in the city, hey, you don't ever take and drive anywhere but the city. 55 miles an hour taking get 100-mile range. Hell, you could take and drive for 2 or 3 days on that for the most part. You know, like $10,000, $15,000, bro. That and even cheaper than that for some of them. I watched a video the other day. This lady took, and I guess she test drove one. I guess it's a studio or something like that over here in California. Had it shipped over here for, I guess, for testing and stuff like that. She test drove it. $6,000 EV, 100-mile range. It's like a 60-mile-an-hour top end speed. If you live in the city, you wouldn't need a $25,000, and that's baseline. Like the 23, $25,000 Nissan Sentra. That's like the cheapest car that you can get on the American market right now. You wouldn't have to spend $20,000 or take and get a big ass loan, or a 5-year loan at whatever interest rate, paying for, $300, $400, $500 a month plus $1,500 in insurance every 6 months to take and drive a car. If you don't take and leave the city, that's where most of your commuting is done, bro. Shit like that would kill the EV market. Like it would absolutely just right off a cliff. So halftime. I didn't watch the halftime show, dude. I don't really watch the NFL that much. Like if I can catch a Colts game, I'll catch a Colts game. If I can catch a Dolphins game, like because I was a fan of Marino and by extension the Dolphins growing up. Um, or if the Panthers are on TV or something like that, like I like Bryce Young. He played at Alabama and they're locals. So, I mean, kind of want to see the hometown team do good. But I don't really watch the NFL that much. So I give two shits less about whatever halftime show, whether it be Bad Bunny, which granted there's no way in hell he could translate his lyrics and sing it in English on TV because good God. But I didn't give a shit to watch that one, nor the one for Turning Point USA with Kid Rock and that. Like I don't give a shit. Just watch what you want to watch. Like as simple as that, folks. Curling. How can anything so slow be called a sport? Dude, I and somebody asked about the luge or whatever. It really doesn't interest me. Like it's pretty cool that they go that fast, but if I want to see somebody taking and doing that, I'll watch Cool Runnings. Like at least there's some comedy in there. You know what I mean? That was her point of view. Retired now, letting her hair grow long now. Oh, walking around putting plant pots in place with style. Yeah, I don't know the equivalent of that one either, but just looking at the range and the top speed, that seems like a pretty good top speed and range. It's probably about 300-400 miles if I had to venture a guess, and probably 140, 130, 140 mile an hour or something like that at the very least. It's not only not only sodium based batteries. If they can figure out the whole graphene problem, if they can get that mass produced to take and create batteries, bro, it's the internal combustion engines. There will literally be no need for them because you'll be able to take it off of a single charge off of graphene because the way it'll be able to take and be stacked and everything like that, and how much it'll be compressed. They'll be able to right now with 400 miles is like the top range. Now you're looking at 1,000 miles off of a charge with graphene at the very least, and that's just at baseline going in technology. They take and improve technology as they take and go forward. If they can get the graphene problem figured out, it's Katie bar the door as far as how far some of those vehicles will be able to drive. Um, EVs is like it's funny because I went from doing the beer reviews to doing reactions, and then I reacted to the Cybertruck unveiling, and people like my opinion on that. Oh, it's every man's opinion or whatever, blah blah. So I leaned into that for a while, for like a year and a half, and all I did was took and looked at potential EV trucks and EV like technology and stuff like that, and even like the hydrogen type stuff. Which one of the reasons why the hydrogen stuff hasn't caught on the way that it should is because of the storage. The storage facilities have a tendency of have a tendency of blowing up for some reason. I don't know if it's they can't quite regulate things the way they need to, or the modulation for it, or whatever. But there's one in I think Norway or Sweden like that it the storage facility, and then one in California as well. Like all of the hydrogen powered vehicles from Toyota that were in California become fucking paperweights. So if they can ever get that figured out, the traditional ice machine, internal combustion engines, those are like it'll be a thing. It'll be a thing of the past. The only reason why you'll have them is a classic car, a muscle car, or something like that. And if they can get those two, the graphene and the hydrogen figured out, um, yeah. And then the impact of oil will be a lot less. I mean, because then you're not going to be worried so much about vehicles and stuff like that. It'll be more about energy and things of that nature, or the plastics and everything else that depends on the petroleum industry. So it's kind of it's kind of interesting to like the possibility of some technologies if they can iron out some wrinkles and they can actually make the leaps necessary. Now, even the sodium batteries, if the sodium, I don't know if that'll take in a larger charge. So that's the thing. So how much longer though? Like, are you be able to take and go from like three instead of 300 miles, top range, be like 700 miles or 500 miles or something like that. Because even a 200 mile jump, right, is going to be is an improvement. So if it's something like that, like even, but once they can get some of this stuff figured out, the internal combustion engine outside of I think of like get diesels or something like that, because that's the one thing for EVs is towing and hauling stuff. That's one of its downfalls. Uh, but charging locations, tiny country, so it's no problem here. Well, see, you're not wrong on that. I think the closest town to me doesn't have any EV stations. I think there's one or two stations, but it's the same location. The town over from that, and then about 35 minutes in the other direction, there's a town that they've got three or four different places. So if you can't take and get a charger installed at your house or something like that, and then make sure you don't go outside of there's it the amount of money it will cost to take and make sure you've got charging stations in every city or every two cities and stuff like that, and along the highways, at some of these rural ass places that just have the truck stops like the pilot station or a flying J that people pull into. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong on that. Like it's definitely that's one of the prohibitive things about them. Not only that, but also the charge times. Like if they can ever figure out the fast charge to where instead of taking 2 or 3 hours, it takes 10 minutes. Well, then you're going to take and get somewhere. I think also. So yeah, yeah, it's all gone. I don't know. See, I'm you say handsome as ever. I'm aging like curdled milk, so I don't believe that at all. 1.5 mil in Netherlands. That's out of about 9 million cars in total. Well, didn't the Netherlands at one point in time, if I'm not mistaken, there's a lot of European countries that have mandates that like there's no more internal combustion engines or no more internal combustion engines sold. I think by 2030 in an effort to go green. I wanted to say on the road, but I think it's no more internal combustion engines to be sold. by like 2020. Some of them was like 2028. I think there's 2030, and so I don't know if that's still the case, or if that's been repealed, or if that's been done away with. But I know there's a couple countries. I think Norway or Denmark was one of them as well that had something like that. Is speakers too low? Is this any better? I try not to take and have mess with my volume here lately because for whatever reason it's like it was jacked all the way to Jesus, and I was like, bro, that's not gonna take and benefit anybody that's watching this. So can't sell or buy them. No longer allowed to drive by 2045. Great God! I mean, see that's one of those things that I'm not. I hope it works out. Like, but then again, if the technology finally catches up, there'll be. Is that better? I'm trying to make it louder. Like I'm trying to make it to where it's not like busting y'all's eardrums because this shit's finicky sometimes. I don't know what it is. Let's see. How's that? Is that better? Try to make it to where. Is that any better right there? Can y'all hear me? I'm not seeing no answers. All right. All right, that worked? All right, cool, 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 cool. 1 second. My dog is whining at the door. Come on. I tried calling you in before I took and went live, dingbat. Ooh, that's a big old spider. I'm live or I'd kill you right now, spider. I don't like y'all. Alright. Oh. There we go. Looks like the stream's lagging a little bit. I'm watching and I've just stepped away from the. Alright. Low on the PC. See, and here's the thing, right? Like now I've got it right at the edge of my desk. I try to have it loud enough to where I'm whenever I'm recording because I really, before now I've really been rarely taken and done lives. Um, I shaved it. I shaved it. It's gonna stay shaved. It's gonna stay shaved for a while. And I'll probably take and grow a goatee for a while before I take and grow the full effect back. I got tired of it. To be honest with you, about 13 years I've had one just about nonstop. Get the butler to turn it down. You gonna get him to turn it down whenever he brings you the Grey Poupon. I don't know if you'll have that over there, but I'm just saying there's a suggestion. I don't know what the suggestion is, but I don't need to. I've got that all right here. Living its best life. So, Mark, I don't know what you're talking about with war coming for the world and stuff like that, but like that's not shit I'm even trying to get into. Um, Electric vehicles, regardless, will wind up, even if it's not electric, hydrogen or something else, will wind up being what most vehicles in the future will probably be run off of. got a CPAP last year and now can't have a beard because the mask won't work. I, I'll have to, Laz. Otherwise, I'll take and show you. Be like, who is this prick? I'll be honest with you. This is the first time in 13 years I haven't missed a beard. It's like normally when I shave it just so I can feel the air a little bit, and then because for whatever reason the beard capped out, I trim it and stuff like that, and still just wouldn't take and get past a certain length, so I just shave it all off and try again. This first time I was like, like I took a bath yesterday and I was like, I need to shave again. We need to take a cut, and I've already got a 5 o'clock shadow. Is a crazy thing. Like I can feel the stubble and everything, especially down here. I mean, for whatever reason, I don't know if the razors aren't made the way they used to be or what, but they just it's either that or this shit's thick enough that trying to cut it's like needing a chainsaw or something like that. But yeah, I don't. This first time in 13 years that I've shaved that I do not miss it. I don't plan on having it back for a while. Like I said, I'll probably here in a couple of weeks I'll probably start growing a goatee. I'll probably keep one of those for a while. Because before I had the beard, that's what I always did. I'd take and grow out a goatee for a couple months, and I'd take and trim it down and shave it off, and then let it grow back. Like this is the first time in 13 years I haven't had a beard and have not missed it. I don't see myself missing it anytime soon. So yeah, but it's crazy because I've always had like even at like I started shaving at like 12, 13 years old, and kids were like, "How old?" Like I remember going into seventh grade, first time I started at this, because we went, let's see, fifth grade, got pulled out of public school, homeschooled till seventh grade. Seventh grade went to a private school, and the kids at the private school, because I was already shaving it, I was already needing to shave at this point. They're like, "How old are you? Did you get held back?" I'm like, "No, I'm in the grade I'm need to be." I'm like, I just, I guess everything hit early. Fire brigade to unstick you after Valentine's. Yeah, it's. I guess one downfall is I lost part of the tickler, so there's that. But um, only I'm only 43. I turned 44 this year, so yeah, I blame the razor too. Like I said, I started shaving at like 12 years old, 11, 12. Well, yeah, about 12 years old, I started shaving, and by the time I got to the military, I was having to take an. I'd have to wake up and shave, and every time I went to the bathroom, I had to have a shave kit on me so I could shave then too. Like I remember taking and doing shaving 2 hours later, taking and doing morning or doing company inspection, and the company or the base commander asked the company commander, "Has this recruit already shaved this morning? Because if not, he's out of reg." So yeah, oh, it's always growing quick on me. So that's just one of those things. It's like, bro, like I said, it's one of the few times that like I've shaved and not missed it. How old are you? I don't know. How old are you, Laz? It's funny you say Germanic, bro. It's funny you say Germanic roots. My, I called my daughter. I called her Saturday to take and check on her and my grandson, and she's like, "I've been tracing. I've been putting family trees together because uh, for Thomas, which is my grandson." She said, "I've been putting, want to take and check those for him." And bro, she's like, "I got your side, Nanny's side, my mama's side." She said, "And Peyton, which is her husband's side." And she's like, "I got all of." She's like, "Daddy," she's like, "some of this goes back like, oh my goodness, bruh, I've got English, Welsh, German, French, and Swedish, as well as American Indian. My on my nanny side, on her grandmama side, it goes back to fucking John Rolfe and fucking Pocahontas. I was like, what? And I was like, wait, hold on, what the fuck? So I actually tried taking and searching like fucking um what do you call it? I tried searching like seeing if I couldn't figure out. Okay, let me because this site like if you were tied to people, you could trade you could take a look at their trees as well. I was like, let me look, and I was like, bro, that is wild as shit ever. But yeah, I've English, Welsh, um, German, French, fucking Swedish, and Native American. Yeah, I've got a grandson. He'll be a year old here in April. Handsome little devil. Handsome little devil. And see, that's the thing. Like my my son-in-law was telling my daughter, he's like, I don't know how much stock I'd put into that. He's like, they ain't really keep records. I said, bullshit. I said, he don't understand. I was like, the church kept records. The churches a lot of time kept records on shit. I said, especially with, I said, being fucking, shit with the Vatican and stuff like that. But they keep records. But I said, you can take and go to. I said in England I said they've got records that they can go back like before the Norman conquest, if I'm not mistaken. I was like, so yeah, yeah, they did. Razors have no effect. That's a myth which has been disproven by science. Have no effect on what? Because it damn sure took down the what was left after I took a pair of clippers to it. It's it's wild because on the like the German side, like it got traced all the way back to I want to say like the 8 or 900s. I'm like, bro, how the? I'm like, what the fuck? That's crazy. It was crazy, and just seeing it all spread out, I was like, bro, what the hell? Well, I don't doubt that between pious people taking and donating land grants to the church and also to different kings and stuff like that, taking and giving land to the church and everything, like going all the way back. Um, so it is pretty. Like I said, on my nanny side or my mom's side, my great grandmother and stuff like that, all the way back to like at least on one branch, all the way back to like John Rolfe and Pocahontas, and I was like, bro, what the fuck? And on my dad's side, like my on the Simmons side of things, like it we traced like the Simmons itself back out to the it's like it was the 1400s they got traced back to, and then after that it's add and add, and I'm like, I don't know who to add after that. But on my grandmother's side, from my dad, like there's a whole lot of people that got brought in from like not only France but also Germany. So Joseph Swan invented the light bulb. Cake Appreciation Society. Well, I know some Pentecostal and Southern Baptist churches that are spaghetti appreciation societies these days, and they got the size to prove it. So that's I love how you put that though. A cake appreciation society. I think at one point in time, like most of humanity was tied back to Genghis Khan. Like that mug got around. Like, he got around a lot. Apparently, the whole be fruitful and multiply was something that he definitely agreed with. Damn, already 55 minutes? Bruh. Bruh. How do gay people look exactly? I didn't know they had a look. That's that's a big. That's the most dude comment I've ever seen in my life. I think on any of my live streams. Hey, you look gay. Like, bruh, do you work construction by chance? Asking for a friend. Like, that's the type of stuff. Or hell, that's the type of stuff that you hear just among friends. I'm glad some of y'all think I'm still handsome. I'm aging like milk. At least I think I'm aging like milk. If I was to find and pull out my Coast Guard picture, y'all be like, "What happened to that fucker?" Big time. Y'all be like, "What happened to him?" Looking in the mirror. Now you're baking a quiche or running up some curtains. I don't think there's anything wrong with either one of those two. It's probably the manner in which you bake the quiche and run up the curtains. Just saying. Girly gay. So, are you meaning like flamboyant, like hey, not just hey, how's it going, like that kind of gay? Trying to figure this out here. I'm sorry if I keep popping stuff in my mouth. I'm eating some chocolates. I'm a little bit hungry. Alas, you're a dick. No, homie, homie, you're you're good. I don't. The only reason why I think I'm married is I've either got a good personality, or I can sling dick, or I can take and eat real good. One of the three. That's the only thing I can figure. The reason why I got married and I'm still married. Because if I was to look at me and if I was a girl, I'd be like, no, that's all right. Keep it moving. Just saying. Yeah, I've always said it. I could take and when I had my beard, I could go rob a bank, shave my beard, and get it quick buzz cut, and you'd never know. You would never fucking know. And the guy with the curtains needs to pull himself together. Oh, oh. Well, original meaning of gay is happy, but well, I know what you're saying. I know. I just like giving people shit. Like I know what you're talking about, homie. But not even going front. Like it's just dude. It's just dude speak. It's dude talk. Like it's like if you on a job site and one of your buddies will take and come in with a shaved face, and he half rugged looking fucker with a beard, and he's to come in fully shaved, you'd be like, God damn, you cut off your balls too? Like that'd be the type of things. I trust me. I get it. Holy shit! Talk about an OG, Vanessa. How the hell are you doing? Uh, actually, I use shaving cream and a razor. Never had an electric shaver. Couldn't look in a mirror. That's what I figured it was just banter. Like like I said, it's not shit I haven't heard before or taken in, it's not shit I haven't talked to people that, either that are friends or, working on job sites and shit like that. Like, to, amongst friends and on job sites, you get two kinds of lexicons. You get two kinds of vocabularies. Everybody's either going to think everybody on the job site is gayer than hell, or they're going to think you hate all gays. And normally it happens within 30 seconds of each other. So, buying a home, you take and move states, or you just take and buy another place. No bullshit. You are not lying on the expensive. Holy hell. Luckily, the razor I got come with two heads. I'll have to like take out a mortgage just to take and get a refill blades, or I just take and I guess buy the handle with the two razors, because I found it for 10, like, Dollar Shave Club, which, and that might be the problem, is the brand. I've never had that much of a problem with Gillette. Normally I get half decent shaves. This I don't feel like I take and get near enough taken off. But outside of that, um, for the 3-pack refill, it's like $25. I was like, what the absolute hell is this bullshit? Like, why does it cost this much? There's no reason. Absolutely no reason for it to cost. It's little itty bitty strips of freaking metal. That's it. It sharpened metal. That's it. Wrapped in some plastic, and it's costs that much. Get the hell out of here with that bull crap. You know what Chewbacca looks like under the fur? Michael, that's kind of TMI, but I think most guys have probably attempted that one time or another, and it's like a tree lost all its leaves. It's very disconcerting to do, and the itching afterwards. Good God, hell no. Who was told by a guy that he would only go on a date with her if she. Did she need wax up there or something like that? Like, I think we've all seen. There's some ladies who, due to hormones and stuff like that, they do want to get a beard, or not a beard, but a mustache, and they can't help that. But the fact that somebody that's, bro, good God. Oh no, mine's got five as well, but it feels like it don't make much of a difference by the time 2 or 3 hours rolls around. I'll take and do this, and it feels like sandpaper. And it feels like sandpaper that needs to be trimmed down again. Lighter fluid and match? No, nope. I'm good. Double edged safety razor and blades. So I might need to try that. Well, see, I, like I said, I've been shaving since I was like 12 years old, so I know how to shave at this point. It's just like I've never had a problem with Gillette, and even like I remember when I started shaving, you had like the three, the three blades was the biggest. Like I either used the Bix with the one blade, or I'd use the 3 blade ones. Now you got 5 blades and stuff like that, and like before I took and decided I was going to take a sabbatical from shaving for the most part, I would use the 5 bladed razors. Now I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's a brand, if it's just not a very good brand as far as this is concerned, or maybe I need to try a electric shaver or something like that. I don't know. I've never had one. Properly soaked with shaving cream. Electric shavers cost anywhere from like, they can get expensive. Let's see. Electric shaver. Like the cheapest one at Walmart's $20. Well, you can get one for $15 from Dollar Shave Club, but after using their 5 bladed thing, I'm not so sure I'm all that keen on trying that shit again. So, but like Phillips and Norelco has some for like $30, $40, but like most of the ones I see at Walmart, it's like $50, $60, and I'm already like, I don't know if I'm gonna take and invest that much in a freaking razor, you know. Sherbert dip. This is Lost Mary. Oh, you talking about the candy? That's what it looks like. I'm smoking one of those. Yeah, no, well, that's already what I do. So, um, like I said, I never had this problem with Gillette. Yo, yo, bro. Oh my god, I wasn't going in that direction. Like, but yo, that's a mental image. I'm not sure I was. Oh hell. No, I told my wife. Like I actually told my wife. Let's see. I went and I seen my grandson on New Year's Day, and ooh, I need a haircut too. And I went and seen him, and I was like, I need to see him a couple more times. I said I need to take and probably trim down every time I go in between every time, and I haven't been able to take and see him since. I tried going this past weekend, but they had plans. But I've been telling her since because I shaved last year on like January 8th, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take and let it grow for a year to see how long it can get. I didn't after I started letting it grow. I didn't. It's first time like it's the first time I took and had shaved, and then I didn't do any trim work to the bottom part of the beard, just to around the lips and stuff like that. But I told her I was like, I've got to get rid of this. I said I want to keep it off for a while. I said a large part of the reason why I've kept it like for the last couple years um is the channel. And I was like, fuck, name, you know, the name's the Eclectic Beard. It looks kind of fun. It looked kind of funny if I just kept the beard shaved off completely for like a long period of time. But kind of one of the reasons why I did this live stream, so I can let y'all know I ain't gonna have that fucker for a while. Just saying. I got tired of having it 13 years damn near without any breaks from it. Just about like I'd shave it once a year, and I take and try to trim it when it needed and stuff like that. But for the most part, I've had a beard for the past 13 years, and I'm ready to see my own ugly mug again. Like I said, I'll probably take and grow goatee and stuff like that before I take and actually grow the full beard out. But the eclectic chin, the eclectic chin, that's what we'll go with. And I'll be honest with you, like part of this too, like I'm not even going to front. Like I've started an anime reaction channel, and it's got 11 videos, 16 subs. I've got a short with like 800 views, and there's like 200 views on the channel itself. But I initially, like right now, it's titled Eclectic Beard Anime Reactions. But next video that I take and upload to it, I'm gonna have the channel name changed to Alan's Anime Journey, and probably a lot of stuff going forward will take and be shifted outside of this main channel. A lot of stuff outside of the main channel will be shifted if I start anything new. We'll take and go from eclectic beard or whatever. Just I'm just so tired uh, of having the beard and everything like that. And I don't know. No, it's actually not. It's not bad in the summer like you would think. Um, like it's I've got used to it during the summertime. As long as I keep my head shaved, or the hair close to my head, I can get cool from everything taking and blowing on me and stuff like that that way. So, well, cheers to you, naked eclectic beard. That could work. Nesting in it? No, nothing was nesting in it. And I have not been over to Scotland. I do plan on going to Scotland though. Which here in the next couple years, one of the things I want to do is not only take and travel over there to the UK, but I want to take and go see um, Germany and France and Portugal and Spain. But I also want to take and go to like Malaysia and South Korea and Japan and um, the Philippines and Thailand and places like that as well. That's one of the things that we've got one video in Japan on the channel. It didn't do real well, but I'll be doing more. Um, it's That's probably one of the things I will be bringing in to the one of the two videos. Will probably be looking at a different culture outside of Europe, probably going forward, including like I need to take a little bit deeper of a look at Australia and New Zealand as well. Um, it's they're adjacent at the very least. Probably Canada. I mean, I don't know a whole lot of Canadian history, um, or they got free healthcare, woohoo, and they got legal weed. I'm all for that. But past that, like I don't know how a lot of things work up there. So I'll probably be looking at some Canadian stuff, some New Zealand stuff, some Australian stuff, and I'll probably also and I'll start looking at like South Korean history, Malaysian history, um, Asian history in general. Like even China itself. China right now being run by the CCP and have been since Mao and his revolution over there. But if you take a look, I mean, just taking in the different dynasties that have taken and ruled either parts of or the entirety of China in and of itself, and the same thing with Japan. But like there's a long, rich, deep history over in these countries, and that's something I want to take and dig into as well. So, um, but I'll be honest with you, El Doof, when I make it over to Japan, like one of the big things I want to take and do is not only take and see like Mount Fuji and shrines and stuff like that, but I also want to take and one of the things I'm planning on doing with the anime channel is I'm gonna be taking and looking at the manga associated with some of these with the animes that I'm looking at, but also one of the things I've noticed, like you see tie-ins to Western culture for video that we have here, right? Movies, TV shows, and stuff like that. The way it's tied into anime on so many different levels. Like Jujutsu Kaisen is one of the things that I'm reacting to, and I noticed this in Naruto. They like to take and do um, the Jujutsu sorcery. They take and do hand movements, and the hand movements they make, and the same thing with Naruto. It actually correlates, if I'm not mistaken, it's Shinto, the Shinto religion, which is I guess an offshoot of Buddhism or something like that. And I'm probably wrong on that, but it ties into that. And then you listen to the philosophies that you take and hear repeated by the characters and stuff like that, and it's been the same way whether it be Black Clover, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, like the stuff that they hold dear, the traditions they hold over there, whether it be rooted in more modern philosophy or the mysticism that has originated, or even like some of the Buddhist principles and stuff like that on how life and how life energy and how taking in your ancestors and everything like that. Like it all ties into it in a much deeper way than what we see in a lot of Western media outside of like, oh, it's based on historical stuff. Like unless you're taking it a period drama or something that's got religion tied into it or like a philosophical aspect to it, you don't take and get outside of just the shit that you see in Western civilization in and of itself and the way you do taken in, you get the Japanese and a lot of Asian culture in and of itself, but Japanese culture itself tied into it. So that's one of the things I'm also gonna be looking into on that channel. That's one of the reasons why I want to take and look into it here on this channel as far as like history and everything like that. But also like Korea. Korea had the longest unbroken um, period of slavery in human history at over 1,500 years. But they also have some beautiful stuff that's over there. Same thing, like there's temples and stuff like that they found in like Cambodia and Thailand and stuff. That's just the amount of the amount of like just intricate carvings and stuff that went into taking and making these things is just phenomenal. So that's the type of stuff that I want to take and be looking at going forward. So I've heard that Vietnam is an amazing place to visit. Not only is it beautiful as far as the scenery and stuff like that, but the people are very gracious and they love seeing foreigners. Um, Japan, my understanding is, are getting kind of tired of foreigners because you got, for some reason, it's one of the main, I say some reason, rightfully so, it's one of the main places you see influencers want to go. But with influencers, you get the wrong type of influencers, and they just disrespect the shit out of the culture and people over there. So, I seen somebody say something about doing movie reactions. If I was to take and do movie reactions, I would start another channel. I would start a different channel for that. One of the reasons why I'm not doing anime on this channel is like anything I've got outside of culture, history, and comedy that's tied to either countries or whatever, it needs to be separate because it just the way the algorithm works, and not only that, but the way it's received by the community a lot of times. Because there's a lot of y'all that have interest in things, and there's a lot of y'all that don't. So a lot of the videos on cultures outside of like Europe and stuff like that, it's going to be hit and miss. So rather than take and mess up the algorithm and the overall how the push that might be received for the channel in and of itself, I'd rather just take and start another channel, take and put movies over here. I will not do TV shows just because, god dang, the amount of freaking editing that has to be done for them bullshits. I'm already taking the editing, I say 30-minute, but really once you take and get past the recap and the intro and uh, the middle break that's in most of them, you do about 20, 23 minutes worth of an episode. Um, and some of them have outros, so you only get about 20 minutes worth. But I'm already editing like anime and stuff like that. But if I was taking, I've thought about taking and starting a channel, just taking and reacting to like classics or to like horror films and stuff like that. Because I've never been a big horror person. he, he, I'm not naked. I got a shirt on, dang it. Japanese volleyball? Do a remake of King Kong versus Godzilla. Yes, anime. I love anime. I've never taken enough time. This is one of the reasons why also I'm taking and started that channel is because I've never taken the time to take and dive into anime the way I've always wanted to. I've gotten to about 30 episodes of Naruto, but I've watched all of like Sword Art Online and My Hero Academia, and one that the one that started it all for me was Eden of the East. I don't see anybody ever talking about it, and it's one of the best forms of media, or one of the best things of media I've ever took and watched. I absolutely love it, and the movie associated with it's freaking phenomenal as well. But Attack on Titan, like I've watched a lot of stuff like that. Doctor Stone, but like I love the amount of fervor that surrounds anime, like the passion that people have for it. Like, because you can be from like just a really big fan of anime to an otaku. It's a little bit much of a which is obsessive basically. Yeah, it's a little bit much for me, but all that fascinates me. And statues and all. Well, I say we'd call stuff like that fake, but the statues and stuff like that. Not only that, but the artwork that you take and get the the trading card games off of these things is just no solo leveling. Oh my god, cannot wait for season 3 to take and be to come out, which probably won't be for at least another year. And they're talking about it taking to being a fucking movie to take and test the waters to see if it's still popular enough to take and do a full season, which to me, in my mind, is bullshit. But Solo Leveling is not going to be on the channel as of like, because I've already watched it. I can't take and react to it, and I've already gotten rid of all the stuff that I had associated with the anime channel that I had before. So it won't be. I've got Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm going through One Piece and Sentenced to be a Hero, which is freaking phenomenal. Freaking phenomenal. Um, when a new season of Solo Leveling comes out, that'll be on there. But um, next week, I'm gonna start taking in. I'm gonna start putting up episodes of Spy Family. And then when Black Clover comes out, the next season of Black Clover, I'm gonna take in simulcast, do reactions to that season. Black Clover, in my opinion, like the best animes I've watched to date. Like, and I'm discounting like Akira and Ghost in the Shell. Both those amazing. But as far as the shows are concerned, um, Attack on Titan, Eden of the East, um, thus far, Jujutsu Kaisen is going to be up there. But Black Clover, absolutely phenomenal. Doctor Stone's a really good one too. Doctor Stone's amazing. Um, well, the manga might have been finished, but wait. So you're talking about the manga of Solo Leveling? Yeah, but okay. So even though the manga or manhwa or whatever for Solo Leveling might have been done for a while, has the show caught up to where like it does did the show end where the books do, or is there still more past that? Because Still Game has a live show. Yes. Oh wait, they've got wait. Hold on. You're not talking about like the actual show itself, but a live like stage show? No, I haven't took and seen that. Yes, me and my brother took and watched that. I took and went over there and watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes one day, and I was like, "Bruh." I went back the next week and we watched the rest of it. Um, if I'm not mistaken, Shogun season 2 has season 2 dropped yet for Shogun? Mid to early 2020. What the? Ah, some of the bitch. You're taking and doing that one kind of like Tom Hardy did Taboo. I'm still waiting on the second season of that show. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Laz. Like they've ended season 2, and like you said, the manga they're already taking a start on the sequel. You're gonna have to give us another season of the anime. Yeah, no, I agree. Shogun was really, really, really good. No, they did not cancel it. It's still in the works. It's got a release date of like 2027, which to me is just absolute horseshit. How dare they? Yeah, I've seen snippets from Mock the Week. I've seen some of Frankie Boyle's compilations off of that. Holy crap! So season 2 started production in January, but what's crazy is like me and my brother were talking about it because the show is actually based off of off of a book, and the show reached the book's conclusion basically, if I'm not mistaken. So Yeah, the finale aligns with the book's conclusion. So, um, which I need to take and finish Ted Lasso for the or season 2 of Ted Lasso for the Patreon here very shortly because season 3 of that's supposed to come out later this year if I'm not mistaken. So yes, One Piece. I'm only like I just uploaded my reactions to episodes 30 through 32 of it. Like I haven't got far at all. Next 2 episodes or 3 episodes of it will take and be next week. I'm only dropping one reaction to that a week. Jujutsu Kaisen I'm doing twice a week. I'm gonna take and do uh, Spy Family once a week, and then Sentence to Be a Hero is simulcast. So the morning after or the evening that it take and goes on Crunchyroll, basically, I'm taking and reacting to it, editing it as quick as possible, and then taking getting it out on the channel the next day. I tell you what, I Sentence to Be a Hero, for it to be a new series or whatever, it had a 1 hour opening episode. And then all the stuff after that has been 30 minutes. But this next episode will be episode 6, and it's absolutely fantastic. If you like conspiracy and stuff like that, you'll enjoy it. 224. Yeah, I got some catching up to do. He is funny. I love his number one, not only his belief in himself, but just the way he takes and goes about doing things. He's a trip. Damn, 227. Yeah, no, it's definitely. Well, you got to take and basically draw every scene, like draw every scene out. So everything, every little movement, like you got to take and have all of that drawn out. So it's. I'll have to look into that because it being. Let's see. Let me see here. Bring it up on my side. Oh, Sony State of Play. It sucks. Okay, so I'm noticing like TAF 316 got it up, like 2 hours and 9 minutes of it. Looks like BX Kid might have took and got it up. Okay, I see Kevin the Greek got it up, and Joe No Joseph Reacts got it up. So okay, a couple people have gotten it up. All right, yeah, I have to take. I'll put that on the list to be reacted to then because I like Still Game. I'll be honest with you. See, 1 through 6 are on here for me. On the channel. I started season 7 because it gets blocked on YouTube or whatever. I started season 7, the free tier of Patreon, and I got about 3 episodes in. No, it does not. It doesn't feel it feels like the chemistry is gone. Everything like the jokes and everything are like cardboard, just like stiff. The way they're told, the way they're received, and everything. It does not feel the same. I don't know how much time was between season 6 and season 7, but you can definitely tell the difference. And it's nothing to do with like the presentation or anything. It's with how everything. It's like, bro, what the hell? It's like 2 different shows almost. Yes, he is blunt force trauma as a cartoon. You are 100% right with that one. Yeah, Sentence to Be a Hero is 100% worth watching. 100%. So yeah, I think I got about 3 episodes in on the free tier of Patreon. I said, "Yep, that's the end of that bullshit." And I'm not torturing myself, and I'm not going to take and put something out I think would be subpar to the people who I don't care if I'm putting it out for free or not. If I think it's subpar, I'm just not putting it out. And if I have to take and do what I feel like suffering through something, I that's not going to be any fun for me as a reactor. It's not going to be any fun for the viewer neither. So the hell with that shit. Like unless it's one of those bad AI voiced or American researched videos on something British, and I got some shit I'm starting to rag on halfway through, so I think y'all might get some enjoyment from that. That'll take and put out. But even if that if I'm 3 4 minutes into something like that, and I'm just like, this ain't it, y'all don't ever see it. Make Goku look like Einstein. That's that's probably one I'll take and watch on my own, or at least I don't know. I got like 5 episodes into Dragon Ball and stopped doing anything but the old anime reaction channel. So all right, so we're an hour and 30 minutes into this. I got some stuff I need to do. I appreciate everybody that stopped in. I've got to take and clean some stuff, and I got to wash some clothes and adult bullshit, unfortunately. So I appreciate y'all. We'll take and do this next week. If I add a second one next week instead of taking and trying to come up with something, um, if I don't take and plan something, uh, with a couple other people for like game wise or something like that, there'll be just one live stream next week. But Thursday next week, unless like I'm dead or dying, 6 o'clock y'all's time. So, and we'll take and make this a weekly deal. So appreciate y'all stopping in. Y'all be good.